You mentioned gatekeeper. What percentage of the time are you having to go through a gatekeeper?
99% of the time.
Okay, so a little bit of a recipe. What I want you to start with today is I want you to think about, after you get off this call, I want you to think of an insight that is helpful to partners in that firm, whether they do business with you or not. Now, you could be saying, well, it's not my job to give them free stuff. The insight can be centered around what you do. And that could be something as simple as, in terms of litigation, what we're finding is partners that don't have the resources early aren't able to cast a wider net and do the marketing that's necessary with something like a class action. Now, you know more about that stuff than I'll ever know.
Right.
I'm just trying to pull something out of thin air here, right? How are you dealing with that? Making sure that you have the resources without having to go into pocket and put the firm at risk or not pay yourself so that you can properly fund these cases, okay? That might be the insight. Notice what I didn't talk about there. I didn't talk about how me or you, in your case, are gonna get them. We want them to talk about that. Now, that's not gonna work with the gatekeeper, because the gatekeeper, the gatekeeper is simultaneously answering the phone and listening to the radio. Simultaneously answering the phone and listening to the radio. The radio I'm talking about is the radio in their head, and their favorite station is WIIFM. What's in it for me? Okay, so when you reach out to a gatekeeper, you can say, man, huge fan of, I work with practices just like yours all over the state of New Jersey. Huge fan of what you guys are doing, by the way, right? You guys are doing a dynamite job. I love the energy as you're answering the phone. Hey, I had a couple ideas that could be helpful to either the practice administrators or the partners there at the firm in terms of getting capital and the resources needed for, even the day-to-day stuff on your job. I had a couple ideas that'd be helpful for them, whether, they did anything with me or not. And plus, I just want to let them know what a great job you guys are doing. Where would I go for something like that? You're going to find that they're going to be exponentially more likely to give you a name, because I'm letting them know two things. Three things. Number one, I'm not a threat, okay? I'm not going to make them look bad if they send my name over. Number two, I'm going to make them look good. I'm going to pay them a compliment. Huge fan of what you guys are doing. Right? I am in offices all day. I got to tell you, the way you answer the phone and everything, you're doing a dynamite job. And you might think, that sounds a little bit cheesy. Okay? It's the same as telling somebody they look great in those pants or whatever it is. Might be a little bit cheesy, but they're like, yeah, I needed that. I'm having a tough day. And then you're going to say, hey, I've got a few ideas. Now I'm going to let them know this is not a sales pitch. Okay? Nobody's going to come back and be like, why did you give that Lisa lady my name? All she wanted to do is pitch me. I had a few ideas that all of the firms in New Jersey are having. There's something everybody's having to deal with in terms of litigation. I just wanted to make sure the practice administrator and the partners were aware of it. Just being aware of it is pretty huge, and huge in terms of getting resources here into the firm for you guys and helping you out in your role and helping the practice. Where would I go to share those ideas? Okay, I'm not saying who should I talk to. Where would I go to share those ideas? One, I'm not a threat. Two, I'm going to pay them a compliment on the other side with whoever they give me a name to. And three, I'm just saying, where would I go? And when you say where, people have a reflexive ability, they have a reflexive propensity to tell you where. If I say who, people have a reflexive propensity to not give you a name. It stems from us being little kids. Who broke that? Whose dog pooped there? Whose bike is that, right? Who is that over there? I don't know, right? But where? Where's the bathroom? Where's your bike? Where's the fork? People answer. It's right there. It's down the hall. The fork's in the dishwasher. So switch your who's to where. You'll get a lot more response. If you work in sales and you need to make twice as much money as you do right now to really enjoy your life, you've really only got three options. Option number one, you can continue to work your butt off in the job you have right now, hoping for some sort of miracle to happen, where you start taking home double the money while doing things the exact same way you do them right now. That's pretty unlikely. Or option number two, you can look for another job at a totally different company, hoping you're going to catch some sort of once-in-a-lifetime wave where sales just seem to flow your way. All right, again, highly unlikely, and we both know waves in sales, well, they don't last very long. Or option number 3, you can click the button here and get instant access to a simple, straightforward sales process that will help you take home twice as much money as you do right now while putting in far less effort than you do today. My name's Matt Easton. I'm the founder of Easton University, the most effective sales coaching system in the world. If you click the button, you're going to see how our interactive sales coaching portal and weekly live coaching sessions with me will help you double your income within 60 days. Easton University is more than an interactive sales coaching portal. It's more than being able to ask me questions in a live setting every single week. It's your future, and you and your future are worth it. Click the button. I will see you on the other side. Your life is about to get a lot better. Click through now.